Okay. Hi Soul Fam. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Hopefully this reading will resonate with you on some level. Because of Christmas coming up, I did want to do a Yule reading or a winter solstice reading. I know it already passed, however Christmas hasn't. So I kind of want to see how this will affect us energetically and what changes we can see moving forward, because winter solstice for many represents rebirth, renewal. After that date, well, let me just first start with explaining that winter solstice. After that date, well, let me just first start with explaining that winter solstice is the shortest day and the longest night of the year, and that's probably changing, but traditionally that is what we've seen. And I believe the sun is right above the invisible line of the Tropic of Cancer. Okay, and after that, people celebrate having longer days after experiencing the shortest. So, all right, let's get into this winter solstice reading and see how this is going to be affecting us as a collective. Spirit, please guide me. Affecting us as a collective. Spirit, please guide me in this reading. Winter solstice. How will this be affecting the collective? It's also another day where supposedly the veil is at its thinnest. Okay, it's not just on Halloween. The veil is at its thinnest. Okay, it's not just on Halloween. It's also during Yule, for those that didn't know that. All right. What is this bringing? Okay. Nature is calling you. It wants to touch, fulfill, and protect you with its healing powers. Number 20. On the deck, we have 17. Flames of desire. Let them shine out in radiant light and shun dark paths. This is funny. We were just kind of talking about this. Again, winter solstice is celebrating the days following Yule and expecting longer days. So, days where we can see the sun or experience the sun for a longer period of time. So, I do feel like this is representing that rebirth we were talking about. This kind of reminds me of this Adam and Eve energy. Exploration, kind of like, exploring maybe our new selves. or having, again, like some kind of rebirth, following a desire. Maybe for some of us, we're trying our hand at something we have never done before. For example, although this may resonate on many other levels, perhaps you're trying something new and you have no prior knowledge of what you're doing, other than, of course, maybe looking up tutorials or looking up other people's own experiences with whatever you're getting into. But people's own experiences with whatever you're getting into. But other than that, you've never delved into this yourself. You don't really know what it looks like for you to participate in whatever this is. I also feel like there's this passion deep inside that wants to express itself. This raw passion, okay, which also may manifest itself with romance or in the form of romance. Perhaps there's somebody new that you will be very attracted to, or there's a new relationship you will be discovering, or for those that are already in a committed relationship, perhaps it's finding a new way to spark new life in the bedroom. Or rediscovering the passion that you guys felt initially, once again. But I do feel somebody here having this lustful energy. I do feel somebody here having this lustful energy. Perhaps there's somebody that's caught your attention and you can't get having this lustful energy. Perhaps there's somebody that's caught your attention and you can't get this person off of your mind. Okay, and it's asking you to explore this more. Of course, it may be risky business, you know. Of course, it may be risky business, you know. In exploring this path, you may be sabotaging like a current relationship or a current commitment. There's some risk associated with this. It's like when Eve, in the story of Adam and Eve, was tempted by the serpent. Eve, in the story of Adam and Eve, was tempted by the serpent with the apple of knowledge. You know, it's like this curiosity, this wonder, this desire to know more, to go after this forbidden fruit. You know, in some ways it's kind of like reverse psychology, I guess you could say, that the serpent had used to lure Eve in and take a bite of that apple. So there is risk, again, associated with this energy. So will you take a bite of this forbidden fruit? right, let's see more about this energy. If you guys are interested in a personal reading, guys, you just have to send a dragon head gift and I can put you on the list. Or you can donate through my Cash App or Venmo, which information about how you can find me and what my cash tag is in my bio. But we're doing a winter solstice reading right now. Okay. So we have trust and faith. Okay. So whatever you're about to do, just know that you're being watched over. And it's almost as if, you know, you're being watched over. And it's almost as if, you know, this is a baby discovering itself in a playpen. You know, this is a time to understand how, for example, the laws of physics apply to you. The laws of physics apply to you. You know, that there are restrictions, there are laws, there are rules. Restrictions, there are laws, there are rules. And you have to learn how to play by those rules. Or you need to know how to work around those rules. And I feel like there's very little interference here by your guides or personal angels. This is just kind of watching whatever you do, good or bad. We've heard it again and again, especially in the spiritual community, but the earth is our playground. The earth is like a school. And this energy is being brought up to remind us of that. This winter solstice. Like, hey, you're here to discover. You're not necessarily here to get everything right. You know, you're bound to fall. You're bound to make mistakes. You know, you have to trust and keep the faith that, you know, you'll eventually get there, or your soul will. It may take a couple of tries, but it will, if you have the desire to keep going. All right, let's pull some tarot now. Thank you, Lila, for the ice cream. Thank you so much, love. see more about this winter solstice energy and how it will be affecting the collective, and how it will be affecting the collective. Okay, so we have the Five of Pentacles, the Two of Wands in the reverse, the Empress. Okay. We have the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Let me spread these cards out a little bit and move these up so you can see more of the cards in frame. So with the Five of Pentacles, I feel like this represents for the collective having this feeling of not having enough, needing more, or needing to be more resourceful, or needing to be more resourceful. You know, this is, I don't know where to go from here. You know, there are various paths that I could walk down, that I could choose. But which path is the right one? Which path is the safest option for some? Or which path will lead me to success for most? Or which path will lead me to success for most? Because there's a lot unknown, and for a lot of people it's feeling as if, you know, we're in this alone. And also Five of Pentacles does represent this dark night of the soul energy. So with this specifically, since our intention is accounting for the winter solstice or Yule, this Five of Pentacles represents these longer nights. And so this is, I can't see where I'm going. I need the light to see my path and what's up ahead. You know, this is, I'm in the dark, I am without path and what's up ahead. You know, this is, I'm in the dark, I am without knowledge, I am without knowing. All I have is what I came here with. Or all I have, you know, because this is, for most people, we're a little further along the path. Or all I have, you know, because this is, for most people, we're a little further along the path, so to speak, right? It's not like we've just poofed where we are and, you know, we're expected to find our way, you know. So take this how this applies for you. This is in your current situation. You can only do with what you have. And for a lot of you, you may feel as if you don't have much, or you don't have enough, you know, or you don't have enough knowledge or know-how to know for sure that where you're choosing to walk down, or the path you're choosing to walk down, is ultimately going to be a wish fulfillment for you. And so this Queen of Cups energy presents itself because this is the energy of a nurturing energy, right? After being birthed into the world, we do need love, affection. We need a caretaker. We need a nurturer. And this represents those energies. And so for a lot of you, being here or being where you are physically is lonely. And you simply just want to go back home. Or you just want to go back to a better place in your life. Or you just want to go where you feel safest, you know? And if you haven't ever experienced any of those things, which I'm sorry if you haven't, and if you haven't ever experienced any of those things, which I'm sorry if you haven't, you know, some people out there have had very difficult upbringings to overcome and challenges to overcome. And so if that's the case, maybe it's not so much the desire to go home, but it's the desire to belong or the desire to escape, to go wherever this place may be. For a lot of you, it's in your imagination. For a lot of you, it's an escapist energy. And for some, this may lead you down the path of addictions. Needing a crutch because you just feel like you don't have, needing a crutch because you just feel like you don't have the confidence to face this on your own. It's a lot, you know? And so what keeps us going are our hopes, our dreams, that belief that things have to get better. You know, this is also having trust and having faith in those things. But sometimes people, because of their situations, stay stuck there and they don't physically take action towards anything. Again, because the world presents itself as scary, uninviting, cruel. There's a lot of possibilities where things can go wrong. And it's much easier to stay right where you are for a lot of people. So we have this Two of Wands in the reverse. But again, you may have this desire within yourself that you have to get out of here. You may have this desire within yourself that you have to get out of here. You have to believe that there's more out there, that the grass is indeed greener on the other side. You know, grass is indeed greener on the other side. you know, even though you can't see Ace of Swords in the reverse, even though there is a lack of clarity. Because on the other side, there may be this Empress energy. For some of you, where you have an interest in someone, for those masculine energies out there, this person may be this Empress. You may dream about this Empress, fantasize about them. And may feel as if you're being pulled towards this individual magnetically. And you feel like you should take a risk. You feel like you should take a risk. For some of you, you don't feel like you're enough, or you don't feel like you have enough. Maybe it's difficult to get out of your own situation. For some, you have stuff to clear out of your life in order to get to this person, or to meet them on their level. Or again, to feel as if you're worthy. Let's see what else we have here. Let's see what else we have here. Thank you, Deborah, for sharing the live. Appreciate you. What can we expect here in the... What can we expect here in the future? At any point in time in the future that this winter solstice brings. We have summer, of course, expansion, growth. All right. So ultimately, you will have clarity. Ultimately, things will move on. Time will continue to march on. But what will you do about it? Will you move with the energy? Or will you fall back into the stalemate energy and let this opportunity that promotes growth and expansion pass you by? And will you stay stuck in yet another cycle you don't want to be in? Because this is also about your own decision to change your own world. Decision to change your own world. You're, for lack of better words, microcosm within this macrocosm. Okay, let's pull a few more oracles here and see how do you need to come in energetically to make it to this Empress energy. What do you need? How do you need to present yourself to the world, or what changes do you need to make? Okay. So we have engineer in the reverse. Light attribute, ability to give creative energy a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. Shadow attribute, reliance on mechanistic solutions without regard for emotional consequences. Okay, so again, what energy do you need? Okay. So again, what energy do you need to move forward? With this, I'm feeling that you shouldn't let fear control you. And in this energy, this is you maybe thinking too much. Calculating too much. You know, maybe you want calculating too much. You know, maybe you want to know all the different odds, you know, the percentages of success. What are my chances, right? And this is asking you to take a big risk. Again, like there is a risk with this energy. In order to get to the Empress, you need to take a risk. Whether you're literally going for an Empress and you're attracted to one, or you yourself are trying to become this creator, this Empress energy. You know, do you want to be abundant? Do you want to feel confident? Do you want to feel like things are flourishing around you? Do you want to feel confident? Do you want to feel like things are flourishing around you? Or do you want to remain stuck here because you just feel like the odds are maybe stacked against you? All right, one more card here, and this is going to represent advice. Okay, we have keys on a ring, many options, decision, unconventional, string along, one night stand. With this, the advice is that the power is in your hands. Okay, you have the key.